friends! So I've been living here in Paris for 4 months and I started a video for, I guess I did create my video for 6 or 7, and recently I read the book by Gary Vee, Crush It, the legendary book. And his book is pretty encouraging. So it has people's successful story in it, and Gary commented each of the person's takeaways, and it was really encouraging. Especially when I saw Gary recommended us to just record our path to success. I guess it doesn't have to be a success, but what he's saying is you don't have to be an expert to begin with. You can slowly put yourself out, and then you're gonna learn also. And by learning that, you can share a lot more to the world, and that might help other people watching our videos. So I totally agree with that. So I decided to restart my video again with the same tank top. So the thing is, in Paris, the summer is so hot. I mean, back in April or March, there was central heating going on, so all the apartment rooms, we cannot really adjust the temperature. It's so, well, to me, who is from the north part of Japan, too hot. So I wore a tank top, but this time it's summertime and there is no air conditioner, so it's really weird, and it's super hot, especially in subway. I'm gonna say metro, but subway. We call it metro, and in Japanese we call it metro. But it's subway. There is no air conditioner usually. I'm hearing that there are a couple of subways that has air conditioner, but usually there is not. So it's hot and humid and stinky. That's why recently I don't really go out from my apartment on the weekends. But anyways, what I learned in these 4 months, the first thing is language, of course. You slowly gonna get used to the people speaking French. At first, I mean, until I get used to it, I always feel struggle, like it just annoys to me. And I can't really understand. I feel definitely the walls. But if you start to understand it, people are just having a normal conversation. Of course it is, but of course they are, but yeah. And the second thing is weather. So I don't recommend you, if you are planning the summer vacation here in Paris, please don't, because, well, as long as you are good at holding the heat, but I'm not really good at it. Yeah, even minus the humidity. So in Japan, it's really humid in summer, and here it's dry. So I thought that it's better, but since there is no air conditioner, since there is nowhere I can be comfortable in, it's really hard to spend the summer here. If I have tons of money, I will go back. Not go back to Japan, because Japan is pretty hot too. Maybe go away with some other countries. But I still have the concern for the financial status. I'm just spending my savings. So that's the thing. I'm gonna talk about it later. So the third thing is people here. So the local people, they don't really smile. They don't really talk to each other. I mean, if they are strangers, and that's pretty normal to me, because back in Japan we don't really talk to the people, random people on the streets, random people on the trains, and we don't smile at each other. That's really normal. If we are the customers, and if they are the servers or people who are working in the service industry, they have to smile and they have to be polite to us. So we're used to that kind of specific situation. But back in Japan, we don't really speak. We hold the value of silence is gold. so we don't speak. And French is also, they don't speak. That's good. But even if they are talking with friends, they don't smile. And for the foreigners who live here for a long time, for 5 or 6 years, it definitely affecting them, because whenever I went to the meetups or Facebook group events, the more they live here, the less they have smile. So it's really weird. We're talking about the fun stuff, but they just smirk, you know? And I like the people with a positive attitude. So I find myself not liking the people who doesn't have a smile and making the sarcastic comments. And that leads to another topic of making friends here. So it's making friends here is pretty hard. As for a foreigner as well, they just live here for 1 year or 2 years and go away. So most of the people are just looking for having a good time together and no strings attached. I guess it works for a certain kind of people, but for me, I want to have friends that last as long as we can, if we are good together and if we can talk about our dreams and lives and all that stuff. So yeah, finding a true friend here is really hard. So if you're an extrovert person, you can enjoy the nightlife here, or you can enjoy the dining here with a bunch of strangers, but don't expect to have the friends. With that being said, I found one good friend who came from Australia, but she's coming back for sure. So yeah, but she taught me the most important lesson. She's a really rare person. She is extreme extrovert. She's comfortable being together with strangers, but also she's not really afraid to have deep conversation about life and show her vulnerability and open up. She's really good at it. So, and she also not good at having a superficial relationship with her friends. Or most of our friends are really comfortable talking about their life and their values and their future goals. So it's really interesting to see, because I couldn't find any good friends back in Japan. And while I'm traveling, I'm like a mix of the traditional Japanese and the Western way of thinking. So I guess Westerners get confused because I look Japanese, I look Asians. They don't really expect me to think like them, but I think like them. Yeah, so that's my personality. But yeah, I learned from a new friend that you can just search for the right type of friend, the right type of people you want to have a relationship with. But even her though, she's an extrovert type. So she said, "Oh, Hiroko, you cannot find friends, but wait for a while, keep searching. Maybe you can find similar people like you." I found that it's okay to be myself and okay not to force myself to be in that situation. Maybe I get a little bit tired of searching for people, but also I found that even I'm not with friends, I'm living okay. I kind of had the bias in my head that if you're living in abroad with no families or no local friends, you have to at least have foreigner friends so that you can help each other out when something went wrong. But it turns out that it's really difficult to find that people, and because I don't want a superficial relationship, it's really difficult. So, and I came to the conclusion that if I just want to be myself, it's okay. Just accept myself first, and if I get the courage back to search for new people, maybe I will do, right? So that's the thing. That's a big discovery in this whole month. I try to be active. I try to be the friendly foreigners, who wants to hang out. But the thing is, you have your core personality and you don't have to change it, you know. And if you keep on thinking the positive thing, saying the positive thing, and keep encouraging yourself, good stuff will come. So that's what I learned in these 4 months on recording my growth process in Paris, or growth, or maybe there are a couple of downsides, but I will keep on recording my process in Paris and hope someday people is gonna see it and people is gonna find learning in it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please give me a feedback or comments in the comment section. Thank you and bye.